guys, thanks for joining me today on Colourful Keto with Dori. I'm all fancy today. I was an updo model today, so I decided I'd come home and put on something pretty. Hair by the fantastic Nikki Toms. I will post her link at the end of the video. So anyways, guys, I'm super excited. I invented something wicked today, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I saw a really cool post about sparkly cappuccino, and it got me to thinking, you know what? I don't like missing out on things. I'm gonna make it. So today we are going to make, for the very first time ever, a white chocolate unicorn sparkle bulletproof coffee. You saw it here first. Okay, so we're gonna start with our base coffee. And actually, I think what we're gonna do is we'll do the colors first. I just whipped up some whipping cream, and you use 35% whipping cream for that. We're gonna color it together. So I'm gonna pull that out of the fridge. I do have a little bag that I made this morning because I did try it out this morning. So these are the colors that we're going to use. There's some purple, some pink, some teal, some really bright lime green. I took it with me to travel because I made a lovely coffee for the ladies who did my hair today. So what we're going to use for coloring is I have this Clubhouse neon pack. And we've got the teal, the limey green, the pink, and the purple. So this is the whipped cream that I just whipped up. There's not a lot, but we're only going to make just a couple coffees. So I'm just going to tilt you a little bit better there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is, rather than mix this in 4 separate bowls, because we're going to blend it together anyways, I'm just going to kind of separate it into 4 sections, and we're going to color each of the sections different. Okay, so we're going to do 2 drops of the limey green, 2 in this corner of the hot pink, 2 in this corner of the purple, and 2 drops of the bright teal. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this so you guys can see what I've got on the go there. So I just have 2 drops of each color in each separate corner, and I'm just going to kind of mix it up so that we get a nice bright mix of colors. They don't have to be a fully saturated color. Little swirls of color are going to look super pretty too. So I'm just going to mix each of these little sections up, and then I will turn the bowl so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, take all my little spoons out of there. And give you guys a look of what we've got going on there. Okay, so we've got a really nice swirl of different colors of whipped cream. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you happen to have on hand a cake decorating kit, that'll work perfect. So something like this, and you can just pop it in the end. If you don't have that at home, then what I would do is I would put all of the colors into my bag, cut the corner off of the bag, and use that. So we'll do that a little bit too, maybe just so you guys get an idea of how that will work. So we're going to just open up the cake decorator, and I used this when I made them earlier today. That's what's in there. So we're going to pop in a little bit of the purple, blob of the teal. Actually, let's do the green in between because the green is pretty bright. So we're going to put a nice little spoon of the green in there. Then we'll do the teal. Nice teal whipping cream there. And you can see it's kind of a swirly, it's not really a steady, solid color. And then our pink at the bottom. Okay, so now that we've got that all set up, I'm just going to pop this back in the fridge. Oh, we're making a mess there. Okay. Pop that back in the fridge. Now we're going to do the coffee part. So I'm just going to turn my coffee back on there. I don't make my bulletproof coffee with anything fancy. I just use instant coffee. So you don't really need to buy a specific kind of coffee to do a bulletproof coffee. So I'm going to start with the coffee in there and our hot water. Now, a lot of people like butter in their bulletproof coffee. I prefer just the coconut oil. I'm not a big fan of the butter in my coffee. And butter and whipping cream are the same thing. So I'd rather have the whipping cream than the butter. Some people use both. Some people use MCT oil. Whatever you like in your bulletproof coffee, feel free to throw into this coffee. So we're going to put a bit of coconut oil in there. Now, I usually make my bulletproof coffee in a to-go mug, but this is just pretty and fancy. So to get the white chocolate flavor, we're going to use a raw white cacao butter. Now, it says it can be used in place of baking in recipes and such. I haven't used it, but I bought it, and one of the ladies on a support group that I use suggested that it was really, really nice in bulletproof coffee. So we're going to take just a small piece of this. And I think I might actually need to break off a little smaller piece there. Because you don't need a lot. It's really, really strong. And it's going to melt inside of your bulletproof coffee. Just give that a little stir. Now, if I wasn't putting a fancy whipping cream on top, I would probably throw it into a bullet. That way you don't get the separation of the cacao butter and the coconut oil. But because we're putting a fancy whipping cream on it, that's really not going to be all that noticeable. We just want to melt that white chocolate cacao base because it'll be a nice chocolatey flavor. So now we've got that done, and we've already put our fancy whipping cream into our icing. So we're just going to, and it's going to give us a really awesome color variation of swirl. And then I picked this up at Dollar Tree, I believe, and it's just edible sparkles. So we're going to put some of those on there. Let me just open that up. And we're going to put the food sparkles on there. So, there you have it. White chocolate, unicorn sparkle, bulletproof coffee. I'm going to give that a little stir, and you can see that even when you mix it, I mean, it does look really pretty on the top. Let me just move you guys so you can get a view of the top before I mix this, because it is absolutely... can I get there? I know how to aim stuff. Yeah, I do. Okay, set you down. Hold it up this way. There you go. That way you can get a really nice look at how pretty and sparkly that is before we mix it. Okay, so the beauty of doing your whipping cream in your bulletproof coffee is even once you stir it, it's still going to give you the really pretty swirl. So we're just going to stir from the bottom in there. Get our cream mixed up and going. have it. White chocolate, unicorn sparkle, bulletproof coffee. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys, and I look forward to seeing you again. And again, the links you're going to find at the bottom of this video. You're going to find a link for Nikki Toms, my amazing hair girl today. And you're also going to find a link for MC College. If you haven't checked out your local colleges to get your hair done, I definitely recommend doing it. And if you love this video, hit the link at the bottom to subscribe and share it with all of your friends. I'm so excited for everyone to have great sparkly coffee. Have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by.